Welcome to IAS Academy. Prior to the 2023 preliminary exam, we will cover 15 questions daily in a video. So, let's start our session. Our first question is,
Partition of Bengal made by Lord Curzon in 1905 lasted until. Options are the First World War when Indian troops were needed by British and partition was ended. That is incorrect. King George V abrogated Curzon's Act at the Royal Darbar in Delhi in 1911. That is correct. So here answer to this question is option B. As per Curzon, after the partition, the two provinces would be Bengal, that is including modern West Bengal, Odisha and Bihar, and the other one is Eastern Bengal and Assam. Because of the mass political protest across India, King George V abrogated Curzon's Act at the Royal Darbar in Delhi in 1911. New provinces were created based on linguistic lines rather than religious lines. Bihar and Orissa provinces was carved out of Bengal. Bihar and Orissa became separate provinces in 1936. A separate Assam province was created. The capital of British India was moved to Delhi from Calcutta in 1911. Despite the annulment, the partition did create a communal divide among Hindus and Muslims of Bengal. So, your answer to this question is option B. Question number 2. The 1929 session of INC is on significance in the history of freedom movement because of. Options are attainment of self-government was declared as the objective of Congress. That is incorrect. Attainment of Purna Swaraj was adopted as the goal of Congress. That is correct. Here, 1929 session of INC, that is Lahore session, is famous because of the declaration of Purna Swaraj. The International Congress on 19 December 1929 passed the historic Purna Swaraj, that is total independence resolution, at its Lahore session. In this session, members agreed that the Congress and internationalists should fight for Purna Swaraj or that they should rule itself entirely independent. The President of Congress hoisted the flag of complete freedom on the bank of the river Ravi on the midnight of 31st December 1929 in front of huge crowds. So her answer to this question is option B. Question number 3. What were the objectives of Queen Victoria's proclamation in 1858? Options are to disclaim any intention to annex Indian states, that is correct. To place the Indian administration under the British Crown, that is correct. To regulate East India Company's trade with India, that is incorrect. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Here answer to this question is option A. Statement 1 and 2 are correct. Queen Victoria's proclamation of 1858 aimed at ending the rule of the company and transferring all the powers to British Crown after the 1857 revolt. Hence statement 2 is correct. It is aimed at improving the administrative machinery of supervision and control over the Indian government. Hence statement 3 is not correct. Its objective was to disclaim any intention to annex Indian states. Hence statement 1 is correct. The Governor General of India was given the title of Viceroy, who became the representative of British Crown. So here answer to this question is option A. Question number 4. Chaitra, one of the national calendar based on Shaka era, corresponds to which one of the following dates of Gregorian calendar in a normal year of 365 days? Options are 22nd March, 15th May, 21st March, 21st April. Here answer to this question is option A, 22nd March. Shaga calendar is the national calendar of India. The Shaga era marked the beginning of Shaga Samvat, a historic Hindu calendar which was later introduced as Indian national calendar in 1957. The Shaga calendar consists of 365 days, that is 12 months, which is similar to the structure of the Gregorian calendar. The first month of the Shaga Samvat is Chaitra, which begins on March 22nd, which corresponds with March 21st during the leap year. So here answer to this question is option A. Question number 5. With reference to Indian history of art and culture, consider the following pairs. A grand image of Buddha's Mahaparinirvana with numerous celestial musicians above and the sorrowful figures of his followers below is in Ajanta. That is correct. A huge image of Varaha avatar of Vishnu as he rescues goddess Earth from the deep and chaotic waters, sculptured on rock, is in Mount Abu. That is incorrect. Varaha avatar is in Vidisha in Udayagiri caves. Arjuna's penance or descent of Ganga, sculptured on the surface of huge boulders, is in Mamallapuram. That is correct. Which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? Here answer to this question is option C. Pair 1 and 3 are correctly matched. The iconic sculpture Varaha Avada is in the cave 5 of the Udayagiri caves in Vidisha. The Mahaparinirvana of the Buddha in Ajanta cave 26 is one of the grandest and yet most delicately expressive scenes ever made in stone. The famous Great Penance, the open air bas relief Arjuna's Penance, is one of the magnificent monuments of Mahabalipuram. So your answer to this question is option C. Question number 6. Consider the following pairs. Garba, Gujarat. That is correct. Mohiniyattam, Odisha. No, Mohiniyattam is in Kerala. Yakshagana, Karnataka. That is correct. Which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? Here answer to this question is option C. Pair 1 and 3 are correctly matched. Garba of Gujarat and Yakshagana of Karnataka are folk dances. Mohiniyattam is a classical dance of Kerala. Garba is a Gujarati folk dance celebrated in Navaratri, a celebration lasting 9 nights. Mohiniyattam is one of the two classical dance forms that originated in Kerala, the other one being Kathakali. Yakshagana is a traditional theatre form of Karnataka that combines dance, music, dialogue, costume, makeup and stage techniques with a unique style and form. It's a temple art form performed with massive headgears and vibrant costumes. It depicts mythological stories and Puranas. So your answer to this question is option C. Number 7. With reference to Agni 4 missile, which of the following statement is or are correct? It's a surface-to-surface missile. That is correct. It is fueled by liquid propellant only. No, it is solid propellant. It can deliver 1 ton nuclear warheads about 7,500 km away. No, its range is 4,000 km. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Here answer to this question is option A. Statement 1 only is correct. Agni 4 missile is a nuclear capable long-range ballistic missile of India with a strike range of 4,000 km. Hence, statement 3 is incorrect. The indigenously developed Agni 4 is a two-stage surface-to-surface missile. Statement 1 is correct. It is 20 meters long with a weight of 17 tons. It's a two-stage solid propellant system that can carry 1 ton nuclear warhead over distance of 4,000 kilometers. Hence, statement 2 is incorrect. So, her answer to this question is option A. Question number 8. With reference to two non-conventional energy sources called coal bed methane and shale gas, consider the following statements. Coal bed methane is the pure methane gas extracted from coal seams, while shale gas is a mixture of propane and butane only that can be extracted from fine-grained sedimentary rocks. That is incorrect because shale gas is a hydrocarbon gas mixture. In India, abundant coal bed methane sources exist, but so far no shale gas sources have been found. That is incorrect because both coal bed methane and shale gas sources have been found in India. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Here answer to this question is option D. None of the statements are correct. Shale gas is a natural gas and is a hydrocarbon gas mixture. Contains methane, ethane, propane, butane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen and hydrogen sulfide. Campe, Assam Arakan, Gondwana, Krishna Godavari onshore, Kaveri onshore and Indo-Gangetic basins are the areas of shale gas sources in India. Hence, statement 1 and 2 is incorrect. Damage to forest cover and possible contamination of groundwater are the possible threat in the extraction of shale gas. However, industry officials say that the treated water can be reused. Coal bed methane is a form of natural gas which can be recovered from coal deposits. Methane from coal bed methane is an environmentally safe and clean gas. It would help in increasing the domestic gas production and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. But in the process of extraction of coal bed methane, a large amount of saline water is released into freshwater ecosystem. This could pose adverse impact. So measures like environmental impact assessment and cost-benefit analysis should be adopted. India has 5th largest proven coal reserves in the world. Gondwana sediments of eastern India possess bulk of coal and coal bed methane reserves. Question number 9. With reference to Changpa community of India, consider the following statements. Statements are, they live mainly in the state of Uttarakhand. That is incorrect because Changpa community is in Jammu and Kashmir in India. They rear the Pashmina goats that yield a fine wool. That is correct. They are kept in category of scheduled tribes. That is correct. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? Here answer to this question is option B. Statement 2 and 3 are correct. The Changpa are semi-nomadic Tibetan people. They are mainly found in the Changtang, a high plateau that stretches across the cold desert of Ladakh and also in some parts of Jammu and Kashmir. People from this tribe live in the western regions of various autonomous Tibetan regions. The tribe mainly earns their livelihood through the rearing of Pashmina goats and also own yaks and sheep. They trade the Pashmina wool in return for rice, grains and other basic necessities. The Changpa speak Changshat, a dialect of Tibetan and practice Tibetan Buddhism. So her answer to this question is option B. Question number 10. With reference to eco-sensitive zones, which of the following statement is or are correct? Eco-sensitive zones are the areas that are declared under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. That is incorrect. The purpose of the declaration of eco-sensitive zone is to prohibit all kinds of human activities in those zones except agriculture. That is incorrect. Select the correct answer using the quotes given below. Here answer to this question is option D. None of the statements are correct. Eco-sensitive zones or ecologically fragile areas are areas within 10 km around protected areas to act as a buffer. They are notified under Section 3 of the Environmental Protection Act 1986 by the Ministry of Environment and Forest. Hence, statement 1 is incorrect. Certain activities are either banned or regulated to protect the environment. Activities prohibited are generally specific to each zone and notified separately. Agriculture, horticulture practices by local communities, organic farming, rainwater harvesting, use of renewable energy sources, adoption of green technology. These kind of activities are permitted in the eco-sensitive zones. Hence, statement 2 is also incorrect. So, her answer to this question is option D. Number 11. Consider the following statements. Animal Welfare Board of India is established under Environmental Protection Act 1986. That is incorrect. National Tiger Conservation Authority is a statutory body. That is correct. National Ganga River Basin Authority is chaired by Prime Minister. That is correct. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? The answer to this question is option B. Statement 2 and 3 are correct. Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act 1960 intend to prevent the infliction of unnecessary pain or suffering on animals. The Animal Welfare Board of India was established in 1962 under Section 4 of this Act. Hence, statement 1 is incorrect. National Tiger Conservation Authority is a statutory body under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. It was established in 2005 following the recommendation of the Tiger Task Force. Hence, statement 2 is correct. National Ganga River Basin Authority is chaired by Prime Minister. It has started the mission Clean Ganga with a changed and comprehensive approach to champion the challenges posed to Ganga through 4 different sectors, namely wastewater management, solid waste management, industrial pollution and riverfront development. Hence, statement 3 is correct. So, your answer to this question is option D. Question number 12. Consider the following statements. The President shall make rules for more convenient transaction of the business of Government of India and for allocation among ministers of said business. That is correct because this is part of Article 77, Subclause 3. All executive actions of the Government of India shall be expressed to be taken in the name of Prime Minister. That is incorrect because it is to be taken in the name of President. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? The answer to this question is option A. Statement 1 only is correct. Article 77 states about conduct of business of Government of India. Article 77 Subclause 1 states that all executive action of the Government of India shall be expressed to be taken in the name of President. Hence, statement 2 is incorrect. Article 77 Subclause 3 states that the President shall make rules for the more convenient transaction of the business of the Government of India and for the allocation of among minister of the said business. Hence, statement 1 is correct. So, your answer to this question is option A. Question number 13. Consider the following statements regarding no confidence motion in India. There is no mention of no confidence motion in the Constitution of India. That is correct. A motion of no confidence can be introduced in the Lok Sabha only. That is correct. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? The answer to this question is option C. Both the statements are correct. No confidence motion, also called as a vote of no confidence, is a formal proposal in Lok Sabha to evoke a decision of the House. No confidence motion can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The procedure is specified under Rule 198 of the Lok Sabha. The Constitution of India does not mention about either a confidence or a no confidence motion. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It's an important tool against the Council of Ministers in Lok Sabha. If 51% of the members of the House vote in favor of no confidence motion, it is passed and the government is deemed to have lost majority and has to resign from office. The government has to prove its majority in the House either by bringing in a vote of confidence or the opposition can ask the government to prove its majority after it brings a non-confidence motion. Number 14. Which of the following organizations brings out the publication known as World Economic Outlook? Options are IMF, UN Development Program, World Economic Forum, World Bank. The answer to this question is option A, IMF. World Economic Outlook is a survey by the IMF that is usually published twice a year in the months of April and October. It analyzes and predicts global economic developments during the near and medium term. Recently, IMF has released its World Economic Outlook update, which has marginally improved the forecast for global growth in 2023. The global growth, which was estimated at 3.4% in 2022, is now projected to fall to 2.9% in 2023 before rising to 3.1% in 2024. The IMF effectively rules out a global recession. Negative growth in global GDP or global GDP per capita, which often happens when there is a global recession, is not expected. Instead, it expects global growth to bottom out in 2023 before starting to gather speed in 2024. India will be the world's fastest growing economy in 2023 and 2024 according to this report. So our answer to this question is option A. Question number 15. With reference to government budget, which of the following is or are covered under revenue expenditure? Options are defense expenditure, interest payments, salaries and pensions, subsidies. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. The answer to this question is option C. All the above are included under revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure is the expenditure by the government which does not impact its assets or liabilities. For example, this includes salaries, interest payments, pensions, subsidies, defense expenditure and administrative expenses. So our answer to this question is option C.
So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. We will continue with the next set tomorrow.